Professor McGonagall turned to Alex and said, "Well, we've gotten everything you need for school. It's getting late, and while Diagon Alley is usually safe, it's best for young wizards not to be out after dark. Let's head back." Alex, feeling grateful for her help, smiled and said, "Thank you, Professor McGonagall. But before we go, how about I treat you to a drink? It's the least I can do to thank you for everything." McGonagall considered it briefly, then nodded. "All right, but let's not stay out too long." They walked to Florian Fortescue's ice cream parlor. And ordered cold drinks. Once they found a quiet table, Alex took a sip and couldn't resist asking, "Professor, now that I have a wand, can I start practicing magic?" McGonagall smiled but shook her head slightly. "Magic is more complicated than you think, Alex. Using spells without proper guidance can be dangerous, especially in the Muggle world. The Ministry of Magic keeps a close watch on underage wizards." She leaned in, her voice calm but firm. "There's a spell called the Trace, which lets the Ministry know if anyone under 17 does magic outside of school. In places like Diagon Alley, where magic is everywhere, they might not notice it. But in the Muggle world, it's like sending up a flare, so no spells at the orphanage." Alex nodded, absorbing the information. "So, it's safer to practice in places like this, where magic is all around. In theory, yes. But it's still risky to use spells without a teacher. You'll learn everything you need at Hogwarts, so I'd save your curiosity for the classroom." "I understand," Alex replied, though part of him was itching to try out the magic he'd been hearing so much about. He took another sip, already thinking about his first year at school. "Are there many professors like you at Hogwarts? What about the headmaster, Dumbledore? What is he like?" McGonagall raised an eyebrow and chuckled softly. "With all these questions, he might do well in Ravenclaw, Mr. Wilson." She paused before continuing. "Dumbledore is, well, he's the most powerful wizard alive. You'll meet him soon. He's the headmaster of Hogwarts, and I think you'll find him wise and kind. Right now, he's in Hogsmeade interviewing someone for the divination position. Though personally, I don't see much value in that subject." Before Alex could ask another question, a voice interrupted them. "Professor McGonagall! What a surprise to see you here!" Alex looked up to see a man and a woman entering the shop. The man wore glasses and had neatly combed black hair. His hazel eyes sparkled with a hint of mischief. Beside him was a woman with long, dark red hair and almond-shaped eyes. She was clearly pregnant and smiled warmly at Professor McGonagall. "Lily, James, what brings you here?" McGonagall asked, looking pleased but surprised to see them. "We're getting ready for the baby," James explained, grinning and resting a hand on Lily's arm. "Just picking up a few last-minute things." "And you, Professor? Helping a new student, I see." James' gaze shifted to Alex. "You must be a new student, Muggle-born, are you? Where are your parents?" Alex felt a slight sting at the question but kept his expression calm. "Yes, I'm Muggle-born. As for my parents, well, I never got the chance to meet them." James' smile faded a little and he quickly apologized. "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's all right," Alex said, shrugging. "It's just how things are." Professor McGonagall stepped in to introduce them. "This is Alex Wilson, one of our new first years. And Alex, these are James and Lily Potter, Hogwarts alumni, and both very talented wizards." James laughed. "Talented? I don't know about that, but thanks, Professor." Lily, who had been quiet, smiled kindly at Alex. "It's nice to meet you, Alex. You love Hogwarts. Do you have any idea which house you might end up in?" "I'm not sure yet," Alex replied, "but I'm excited to find out." As they chatted, Alex grew curious. He glanced at Lily's pregnant belly and asked, "So, your baby is due soon. Have you picked out a name?" Lily's face lit up. "Yes, he's due at the end of the month. If it's a boy, we've decided to name him Harry Potter." Alex felt a jolt of recognition. He'd heard that name before, Harry Potter. Everything clicked into place. He was standing with Harry's parents, and they were still alive, which meant Voldemort wasn't gone yet. No wonder Diagon Alley seemed tense, with auras patrolling and fewer people around. Professor McGonagall noticed Alex's expression but didn't say anything, letting the moment pass quietly. Alex didn't remember much about Harry Potter's childhood. All he knew was that Voldemort had found the Potter's house, killed Harry's parents, and then was defeated somehow by the infant Harry. He had no idea exactly how Voldemort was actually defeated or what happened after that. Should I warn them, he wondered? Seeing James and Lily so happy, Alex felt a wave of uncertainty. He knew what was coming for them, but how could he say something so awful? Lily noticed the troubled look on his face and smiled kindly. "Are you nervous about starting at Hogwarts?" she asked. "I was Muggle-born too, and I remember being so anxious before I went. I couldn't sleep for days. But once you're there, you won't regret it. And I hope you get sorted into Gryffindor, James added enthusiastically. All the houses are good in their own way, but you do well in Gryffindor. Just stay clear of Slytherin, he added, grimacing slightly, clearly not a fan of that house. Don't listen to him, Lily said, playfully nudging James. Every house has its own special qualities. It's not about where you're sorted, but how you make the most of your time at Hogwarts. If you stay true to yourself and work hard, you'll achieve great things no matter what house you're in. Thank you, Alex replied with a polite nod.